Hi, everybody. Angel here. Hope you're doing great. And today I'm super excited to speak with Shabari. And we will get started very soon. I hope you all are doing great wherever you are. And whether you are joining either live or on the replay, thank you so much for joining. And we will get started very soon. And there we are. Get started real soon. Hi there.
Hi.
How are you?
You.
I'm great, and you?
I'm good. Good, thank you. I'm good.
Awesome. Thanks so much for taking the time, and thank you to everyone who is joining as well. And so Shabari and I met through the Vegan Business Tribe. Shout out to David and Lisa and their new baby coming, and all
Yeah,
of the
it's been.
vegan tribe. There we go.
Absolutely, absolutely. Oh, well, thank you so much for inviting me as your guest, Angel. Really excited to be here.
Fantastic, Shabari. And so I have pinned our pages at the bottom of the page there, so everyone watching can check out the links in our bios. And we have a lot to talk about today, so I think we'll just jump right in. If you're okay with that, Shabari.
Absolutely.
Okay, so my first question for you, please, is if you could share with us your plant-based vegan journey, how you started and how you ended up to where you are today.
Sure. Thank you, Angel. Well, I mean, I became vegan 25 years ago, when even vegetarianism was not cool, and people thought of vegetarians as being sandal-wearing hippies. So, that was when I became vegan, and how it all happened was. I was vegetarian for a few years at the time, and then I went along to a green fair. It was the Kingston Green Fair, which was local to my parents. I was living with my parents at the time. And there was an Animal Aid stall. Animal Aid is, I suppose, one of the largest animal rights organisations in the UK that does peaceful campaigning. And one of their local contacts actually had a stall there. So I picked up some literature about the cruelty of the dairy industry, the cruelty of the egg industry, and I mean, I couldn't believe it. I mean, it was a shock to me, because I thought, okay, I'm already a vegetarian. I don't want to be vegan, because at the time I thought it was a bit too extreme, and so I thought that it was enough being a vegetarian. And when I read about, how cows are fed growth hormones, and like their udders are enlarged, so enlarged, so they're actually scraping across the ground, I was just really horrified. It was awful. And so yeah, like that's how my vegan journey started, from the knowledge of that, what was happening, and then, my body had actually changed. I like In a way, I kind of developed an allergy, so I became allergic to eating eggs, and then whenever I had dairy, I felt really bloated, and that actually helped me to become fully vegan. So yeah, that's how it all started 25 years ago.
Well, I just want to applaud you for just being so open and receptive at that, time to the information that you receive. And well, I want to applaud that organization and all the organizations out there for all their hard work on behalf of sentient beings whom we call animals. And because a lot of people would perhaps, well, some people may perhaps stumble across that information and still ignore it because they're more comfortable on the standard diet or even on a vegetarian diet that they have been practicing for X amount of time. There's a lot of social pressure. They may say this is too hard. Like you mentioned, oh, that's too extreme. No, I can't do it. No, someone's making fun of me. No, I can't find certain foods, et cetera, et cetera. And really, all those years ago, I am certain it was not easy because I was a vegetarian for 20 years before I went vegan, and it wasn't even easy being a vegetarian. I still had to, order salads with no chicken and no shrimp, because, at some point I'd heard about all the toxins in the ocean. I thought, well, wild salmon, at least that's wild, so it doesn't have toxicity. Well, hey, of course I was wrong, and I found that out later. But my point is, some of us aren't even aware of the animal cruelty, and we're just thinking, well, a vegetarian diet is healthier or a pescatarian diet is healthier, and even those are very difficult to sustain and maintain, throughout any period of time. So I want to applaud you for that. And I know you mentioned that you did feel some, obviously you were alleviated of your, allergies and all of these conditions that are, caused by consuming animal based. Are there any other changes that you want to mention that you might have experienced after?
Sure. I remember actually where, in my meat eating days that I would get this muscle pain, and it was just it was there a lot of the time, and whenever I went shopping, it just felt awful. The muscle pain, and I also felt that whenever I did do whenever I went for long walks or whenever I went shopping, I had to sit down, and after going vegan, I didn't have to do that anymore. So and then as I mentioned before, when I was consuming dairy all those years ago, I would feel bloated. That bloatedness actually went as well when I became vegan.
Awesome. I'm so happy to hear that. And I can relate to the whole joint thing. I had a left knee that was way, way bigger than my right knee. And there was so much inflammation and pain and soreness going on as a vegetarian / pescatarian. And when I switched to a plant diet, the swelling went down, the pain wasn't there, the soreness wasn't there, the stiffness wasn't there. All that nonsense went away, along with some other nonsense that went away. Inflammation, mucus, indigestion, etc. So definitely, I can relate to, a lot of what you are saying. I want to say hi to everybody who's joining. Please put your questions and comments down below for Shabari. Also, please, check out the links in our bios. And that's going to take us to our next question. My next question, which is the World Vegan Market. What is the World Vegan Market? When and why on earth was it created?
Thank you very much, Angel. Well, the World Vegan Market is actually it was a lockdown project that happened in just about a week before the second lockdown. It was created during the second lockdown in the UK, and how it came about was that a friend of mine, a school friend, who's actually selling the same vegan skincare products as I am, she had decided to set up an online Diwali market, and she wanted for me to share it, which I did. And then so we got into a conversation, and she actually inspired me to create an online vegan market. But at the time, I wasn't sure how I was going to do it. And I actually run the London Vegan Business Network, which is a network of over 1,200 vegan businesses, startups, vegan professionals, those who are looking for a vegan job, students, etc. And so when I was talking to her about it, I said, well, should I create a vegan market on my London Vegan Business Network, because that's already established, because that was established, I think it was about 5-6 years prior to the lockdown. And then she said, no, you set up a whole new group, you make it public, and you then invite everyone to join. And without much further thought, I thought, okay, I'm going to go for it, because a lot of ideas that I had in my head were kind of like, I suppose, if you like, pie in the sky ideas. But I thought, no, I'm going to go for it. And I've got like my school friend encouraging me, and so I did. So the following day, I set up the World Vegan Market, and I called it World Vegan Market because it was due to be launched on World Vegan Day. And I thought, I'm going to call it the World Vegan Market. And so I did, and within just a few days, it just exploded. And I had loads of people joining. And then what I wanted to do is make it different to all the other online markets out there. I wanted it to be different to my friend's Diwali market and to others that I'd seen. And so I actually organised a special gala event weekend, the following weekend after it was launched. So I had my stall holders, and also I invited a number of people who are like are well known in the vegan scene, including the founder and manager of Veg Fest. I interviewed him. I interviewed a solicitor who's also very much into animal rights. I invited a vegan author who writes vegan guides as well. I arranged cookery demonstrations that weekend, and it was amazing. So that is how my market is different to what's out there, because I have a theme every month, and also what I do is in order to attract more members, I do all these different events, like for example during International Women's Day, I invited a number of women to share their inspirational stories. And in fact, actually last year I got to interview Fiona Oakes, who has run 4 ultra marathons. I mean, she's really amazing, very humble, very, very humble. And she actually has an animal sanctuary based in Essex in the UK. She looks after over 500 animals in her sanctuary. So with my World Vegan Market, not only have I given a platform for small business owners to actually sell their products sell their products or services, but also it's an educational channel, it's an information channel, it's an entertainment channel. I've had vegan musicians perform as well. I've invited vegan musicians and performers. And last year as well, I actually organised a Vegans Have Got Talent competition, where I had a number of vegan performers perform online. Some of them were they from all over the world actually. So that went really, really well, and the winner won a really nice hamper of vegan goodies. Yeah, yeah.
That's very cool. So we have a comment here. I have loved doing Veganuary, inspired by your World Veganuary virtual market. Any tips for staying vegan longer? I love that question. Thank you for that question. Thank you for completing Veganuary. I'm going to just chime in here first and I'll hand it back to Shabari. So, you know, there are other challenges going on. There is Veguary. So not Veganuary, but the one in February is called Veguary. So you can check that out. If you need a link, just message me or message Shabari. I would also say to become a part of the vegan community. Follow people who are vegan, who are going to inspire you on your journey. There are tons and tons of groups that are vegan on Facebook, tons and tons of vegans on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube. Watch some documentaries, read some books. If you like podcasts, everybody has their own way of learning. Some people like blogs and books and articles. Other people like podcasts or videos, or communities face to face. You could get a coach to coach you through your journey. I mean, there's just so much you could do, you know, to help you on your journey. I'm involved currently in a bundle. The link in my bio will take you to a bundle where you're going to get 122 resources, either books, courses, classes, coupons, of all different topics, on the plant-based and vegan side or holistic health side, weight loss, you know, gaining muscle, et cetera, et cetera. So there's so much in there, you know, right at this particular moment until Sunday, depending on where you are, or it could be Monday if you're in a different time zone. Yeah, so those would be my quick tips for you. If you need any more tips, of course, just message me. But I'll hand it over to Shabari to, you know, sprinkle in her thoughts on staying vegan.
Well, thank you very much for the question to the viewer at home. Yeah, so my suggestion would be, maybe to get a body, you know, partner up with a body who has taken part in Veganuary, and then, you know, help each other that way. You know, there are so many resources, and also with my World Vegan Market as well. I've organised guest vegan chefs to do a variety of cookery demonstrations, which are still available. So, you know, you can get inspiration from that. In the UK, if you're based in the UK, there's the Vegan Society. They have a huge number of resources to keep you going. Animal Aid as well. I mentioned about Animal Aid, who were the inspiration for me going vegan, and in fact, actually, I know Animal Aid quite well, because I used to be one of their local school speakers as well. So I would go into primary and secondary schools and talk, you know, depending on the age group, I would talk about, like, for example, at primary schools, I would talk about how, you know, about the animals that we share the world with. It wouldn't be, you know, too kind of graphic or too in your face, but with the older kids, you know, depending on what kind of talk that I was sent to do, you know, for the older kids, I did talk about anti-vivisection. I actually also helped out a couple of times with another school speaker. We did a cookery demonstration, and made a vegan chili, you know, an easy vegan chili for people to make at home. So yeah, Animal Aid actually have a huge number of resources as well. And even though they call them veggie recipes, it's all vegan. Everything is vegan. Yeah, so no, those are my tips.
Thank you for that, Shabari. And I also want to say, although Veganuary is called Veganuary because it's launched in January, it runs all year round. So you can just jump back on that again. I did put another one in the chat, challenge 22. There's so many vegan challenges that will really ramp you up and give you that confidence and all of those amazing tips and tricks, if you want to call them that, to stay on this vegan journey. So, you know, if you were happy with Veganuary, you can continue that all year round. You can continue that for the rest of your life, you know. And so sometimes we do need a kind of a repeat, a redo, or a refresh as well on some of these challenges or some of these life changes. So thank you so much for that beautiful, beautiful question. And so, you know, that brings me also to my next question for you, Shabari. Why would a person want to become a member of World Vegan Market, and why would a business want to become what you call a stall holder?
Yeah. Yes, so first of all, in terms of being a member, there are so many different activities. You know, you'll see a wide range of stalls who are either small business owners selling vegan products or vegan-friendly services. We've got a number of charity stalls as well. So, you know, you'll be helping, supporting those charities. Those are small charities that don't have a marketing budget, and I've given those charities free stalls. And also, you know, I mentioned before as well, there's a wide range of activities as well. So if you're wanting somewhere to maybe, if you're not quite vegan, or if you have like a vegan family member and you want to know a little bit more about it, so you know, the World Vegan Market is the place to go to find out that you know, that kind of information. So yeah, there's lots and lots of things happening. And in terms of small businesses who sell vegan products or vegan friendly services, the benefits of being a stall holder at my World Vegan Market is that they get seen on different online platforms, mainly the World Vegan Market Facebook group, which has over 3,500 members, but also I have an Instagram page. They also get an entry on my website as well. And when I do the Meet the Stallholder posts, I do get quite a lot of engagements on those posts. And the spotlight for featured stall holders, the spotlight interviews are very, very popular. And what I do with the stallholder spotlight interviews is that I show them in their best light. So I've had you know, small business owners say to me, "Oh no, I've never been on camera. I don't want to go on camera. I'm too shy. I don't know what to say." And I encourage them, and I really show them in their best light, and you know, gaining them visibility, gaining and they in turn gain confidence as well, and gain better speaking, you know, public speaking skills as well. So yeah, so that's what I do for my stall holders.
Fantastic. And so let me just clarify. So if a person is a stall, or a business, or a person, or, you know, either or, a stall holder, is it also then, I guess one of the benefits is that, you know, with the exposure, they have a better potential of actually, you know, getting sales for their product or service. So it's, you know, more visibility basically.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, I had a stall holder who had a number of different interviews with me last year, and they were approached by someone who didn't become their client, but they actually got them business elsewhere. Yeah. So like you never know who's actually watching, and the thing is that the more that they get seen, you know, like that this is what I do. I increase the visibility of my stall holders, and you know, you might be thinking that oh, I like it, get a client, you may get business another way, or you may get recommendations. And yeah, so this particular person actually got quite a bit of business because somebody watched the spotlight
I love
interview
that. We
and
have a
was
really
really
great question.
impressed by
Thanks for
what
this
they said
question.
and actually wanted to
And the
work.
question is, loving this chat and learning about World Vegan Market. As a fellow veg entrepreneur, I'd love to hear about what your biggest learning about running your vegan business has been so far.
Oh wow. Well, I mean, 3 years, I suppose, in the pandemic has actually, uh, taught me a lot. And for me, I know that other people, it might have the pandemic might have affected, and in fact, it has affected a lot of businesses adversely. But I took the pandemic. To be an opportunity for learning. So even before I launched my World Vegan Market, I was still running my London Vegan Business Network and my vegan skincare business, which I brought online. And with my London Vegan Business Network, I was doing online events. But with my vegan skincare group, my VIP group on Facebook, in fact, I was also inspired by my school friend as well, who did a similar thing on her customer group for her vegan, for the same vegan skincare business. And she decided to actually launch like a kind of like a show, a chat show every week, and it would be called Natter with and then her name. And then I thought, okay, well, I'm going to do a similar type of chat show. And so during the pandemic, so I invited a number of different guests, and I would talk to them and ask them about, it would be a variety of different themes. For example, it could be on mental health, veganism, BLM as well, and so quite a variety of topics. And there I actually learned creativity skills, because I was kind of like, I did it like a proper chat show, where, well, kind of like an informal proper chat show, where I was telling jokes at the start, and then and then I had like a music and all of that kind of thing. And so that was, having that on my private group it enabled me to learn those skills, those creative skills. So when I launched my World Vegan Market, I learned interview skills. I learned how to sort of put on a show, if you like. And so those skills were really, really valuable for me when I launched my World Vegan Market. Yeah.
I love that. And again, thanks so much for the question there. That was from We Are Veggie. And what you are describing is like pivoting, looking at it as an opportunity, as a challenge to be more creative. And I think a lot of us really had to pivot. And I personally started, what I affectionately call a Yummy Vegan Talk Show, which we're kind of doing right now. You're episode 130. And so I started this during the whole situation here as well in the last 3 years because, I wasn't traveling. I couldn't really go meet people face to face, etc. And so, yes, I also can relate. It kind of propels a lot of us into previously unexplored spaces and skills that we can then benefit from, not only for ourselves but for others. And I mean, I quite frankly was a little bit horrified to be on camera before. I mean, I had to like practice. I took some training, you could call it. I kind of signed up for this like 10-day event, and a part of it was like making videos, and I was like, oh my gosh, and so I would like practice, during our free time as well, and just kind of stand outside and hold my phone up and practice a few videos. And so really, at the beginning, it can be a bit terrifying, but, I think that goes with the territory of expanding and exploring, and creating into a new, previously unexplored space, so yeah, I really enjoy what you're saying, and you're getting 3 green hearts there from We Are Veggies.
Ah,
So there you go. And so that brings me to my next question for you, please, and that is: does a person or a business, do they have to be vegan or plant-based to be a part of your the World Vegan Market as a member and or stallholder?
um, well, no, they don't have to be fully vegan themselves, but I make sure that any of my stall holders who promote their products or services on my World Vegan Market, I make sure that they have an understanding of the vegan ethos, and any products or services that they promote must be vegan or vegan friendly, so they have an understanding of that. I have had members who weren't who are not stall holders to try and post their photos of their YouTube channels, and it's like they're cooking meat or whatever, and I've instantly banned them. And anyone who's not a stall holder isn't allowed to post their promotional posts anyway. But if anyone does try to post anything that's not vegan, it's an instant ban. Yeah.
No, thank you for clarifying that, because we don't want to encourage that type of infiltration, I guess we could
Mhm.
call it, and confusion. So yeah, thank you for clarifying that. And so my understanding is that you have different themes throughout the year for the Vegan World Market. So what is your current theme, and what are some of the future projects that you have coming up, please?
Thank you, Angel. Well, the current theme is the World Vegan Valentine Market, so which is all about love, and the message is that it's love for your partner, self-love, love for others, love for animals as well. And earlier on I mentioned about having a number of charity stall holders. Now, one of my charity stall holders is the Horse and Farm Animal Sanctuary, which is which is owned by Lisa Grace. Now, she single-handedly actually runs her sanctuary. She has some volunteers that help now and again, but they're in desperate need of funds. And in fact, there's an auction happening at the moment on their on their Horse and Farm Animal Sanctuary auction group, and where some wonderful small business owners have actually donated their products, and then you can actually bid on those products as well. So to the viewers at home, do go on the Horse and Farm Animal Sanctuary auction group, and you'll see some wonderful products there as well. Obviously, everything is vegan. The Horse and Farm Animal Sanctuary is completely vegan. Lisa also has a business as well called Only Vegan, VGAN, and that the proceeds from the sales of her merchandise actually funds the Horse and Farm Animal Sanctuary as well. So it's all about showing the love to everyone. That's what Valentine's is all about.
I love that. And I'm going to be participating in this particular theme. So I'm super excited to dig into this along with everyone else there at Oral Vegan Market. And Are there any other themes or projects that you want to share at this time?
Sure. So after the Valentine market will be the World Vegan Spring Market. That will start on the 4th of March, and that will last for 3 months. So within the World Vegan Spring Market, there's Mother's Day, and then there's going to be Easter as well. And then I also organise, I mentioned earlier about the International Women's Day. So what I've done for the last 2 years running is I've invited some really inspirational women to tell their stories. So that will also be happening as well. And then for the Easter weekend, I've invited a number of guest chefs to actually do cookery demonstrations and show what you can make for Easter. And so that's coming up. So that will be for 3 months, and then after that will be the World Vegan Summer Market, which will also be for 3 months, and then the World Vegan Autumn Market, which will be for 3 months, and then the World Vegan Festive Market for Christmas.
That's beautiful. I love how you follow like the seasons and you make it relevant to whatever else people are paying attention to in the big wide world out there. I really like that because it just makes it more real and more relevant, regardless of where you are. And I would say too, like if a person is curious about veganism, I think it would be great to join as a member of your Facebook group. How does a person become a member?
Yeah. So if you go to www.facebook.com/groups/World Vegan Market, and then you click on becoming a member, and and then and then you're in the group, and then you can watch all the stalls and the activities that are happening, and make any comments, and interact with the stall holders, interact with the variety of activities that are happening. Yeah.
And how does a person or a business become a stallholder?
So if you get in touch with me, at info at World Vegan Markets with an s.com, or if you send me a DM through Facebook, and then if you let me know your email address, I can send you all the details of how you can become a stall holder. And I just wanted to mention, actually, I am doing an offer, so if you run a small vegan business selling vegan products or vegan friendly services, and you want to book a stall for the World Vegan Valentine Market, I'm accepting bookings up until tomorrow. That's Friday, until 6 p.m. UK time. And it's for half price. You'll get a stall, either a standard stall or a featured stall for half price. And but you'll have to hurry to and book. So if you want to be part of the World Vegan Valentine Market.
And can you please repeat the email address where people need to write to you?
Sure. It's info at World Vegan Markets with an S at the end .com.
Fantastic. I want to say hi to everybody who's joining. Thank you so much for joining. Thanks for all these great questions. So we're going to wrap this up very soon. I do want to just thank Shabari so very much, and thank all of her members and collaborators, stall holders for promoting this beautiful vegan lifestyle all around the world. And so before we wrap this up, Shabari, what are the best ways? I mean, I know you gave us some just a minute ago, but what are the best ways for people to contact you for information, collaboration, questions, comments, anything they want to, connect with you on? What are the best ways for people to do that, please?
Yeah, so the best way would be by email, so we can contact each other directly. But if the viewers at home are thinking, well, they want to first of all follow what I do. First of all, please follow me on my social media pages as well. So Instagram would be at World Vegan Market, and my Facebook group is www.facebook.com/groups/World Vegan Market. I'm on TikTok as well, which at World Vegan Market, and on Twitter. My name the name was too long, so it's World Vegan Market with So WORLD VEGANMRKT. So I had to shorten it because I couldn't have the full handle, unfortunately. So and on LinkedIn, please get in touch with me through LinkedIn as well. I'm active on LinkedIn, and do send me a connection request on there too. So yeah. Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry.
could you
I think
repeat that?
I was on mute. I was on mute because I just wanted to uh what I want to say, I wanted to mitigate any outside interference. So we have a thank you from Effie Green for a fun and interesting interview. So thank you for that, Effie Green, and thanks for joining us, all of you. And before we kind of wrap this up, put a bow on it, Shabari, what are your final thoughts for everyone here before we skedaddle today? Thank you.
Oh, final thoughts. I would say that just please do support small vegan businesses, because okay, with veganism, from when I first became vegan to how it is now. I mean, yes, there's a lot more choice. There's so much more choice nowadays than there used to be. I mean, you could go down the high street and then go to even like burger places, famous burger places are actually doing vegan options. But I just want to give a final message to the viewers at home, that it is really important to support small vegan businesses. And if we want to live in a vegan world, we need to be supporting small vegan businesses. I'm hearing so many are going out of business, because they've been adversely affected by the pandemic and living costs, and the Brexit situation, all that kind of thing. So it's really, really, really important to support small vegan businesses. So please join the World Vegan Market and show us your support, so that we can go out there and create this vegan world that we all desperately want.
That was beautiful, Shabari. Thank you for saying that, because I think a lot of times we are a little bit shy maybe to ask for what we want and what we think is necessary. So I want to applaud you for actually asking, for leaving everyone with a call to action to not just be an observer, a spectator. You know, this is not a spectator sport. I mean, this is real life, and these are very important issues and topics that you know, a vegan lifestyle can help us to you know, address and to improve. So I want to thank you. I want to thank you for all the hard work that you're doing. I mean, you know, I see you in the vegan business tribe. I see you, you know, I see what you're doing in the world vegan market. So I want to thank you for that. And of course, all of your collaborators and members. I want to thank everybody who joined again. And with that, I'm going to close this out. I will post it and then I will message you after, Shabari.
Thank you very much, Angel, and thank you so much to those who are watching. So I just wanted to quickly say before we wrap up, yeah. So you know, please do join the World Vegan Market. Angel is there also as a featured stall holder. I've got loads of activities you know, coming up as well. So this weekend I'm doing a featured stall holder spotlight interview with human kindness, with the human kindness film, with Angel herself, and then on Saturday evening UK time at 8:30 I have a Valentine's quiz happening, and the winner of the Valentine's quiz will receive a lovely vegan hamper. So yeah, definitely worth taking part.
Totally. I totally encourage you to check it out. You know, join up as a member, join up as a stallholder, join up however you want to join up, and just be a part of the conversation, be a part of the wave and the change and this flow into a beautiful vegan lifestyle. So with that, thank you so much, Shabari. Thank you so much, everybody. And I'm going to close it out now. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.